what we need to build a deeper coordination, cooperation between CEE countries? And is it possible, in your opinion, that in the next discussion about next regulations, for example, this crucial regulation for ICT sector, the CEE region will have one opinion, one voice?
First of all, I would like to thank you for a heartwarming welcome in Warsaw. This is my first time, and first time on this summit. I would like to divide the question to two sub-questions. First of all, I think that the voice of CEE member states is already presented in Brussels. For example, Slovakia, we had the presidency in 2019, and that AI Act was started there. We were working on it like workhorses. We were pulling it to the, I think, great end. So right now we have managed to build the act. Now it's time to implement it. As was pointed out, the implementation of AI Act is a good, or even great, to point it out, opportunity to show the whole European Union the collaboration level of CEE member states. Right now we are in the beginning, I think, of getting the collaboration and cooperation throughout the CEE member state up and running. I would say that the Polish presidency, upcoming Polish presidency, has a partner in Slovakia, has an ally in Slovakia, and also the friend. So we are really looking forward to enhance our cooperation in this topic, because we are relatively open economics together in the CEE region, and we need to harmonize our legislation throughout these pack of acts. So right now it all starts on good collaboration and partnership. I think we are the closest member states in the European Union. We have Visegrad 4 platform, we have CEE platform, so the platforms are there. It's time to work, it's time to manage to put the effort into the harmonized legislation through the AI Act, Data Protection Act, and so on and so on. So I think it's doable and it's feasible for us.
Thank you very much. Ivan, yesterday we talked about AI and cloud and about some problems with understanding our needs in Europe in this area, that we are focusing on regulation, not in action. So please tell us something more about your point of view, how to find the balance between regulations, which is for Europe specialization, and action. How to find this balance? Is it possible at all right now, in your opinion?
As you said, that in the European Union we are really great and into the regulation. Even our partners in the USA are making joke about that, because we are really quick in regulation and slow in the innovation. I think it's even the Draghi's report is a call to action in this topic. So we have made the regulation. Right now it's time to implement it, and also throughout the CEE region, I would like to see collaboration in multiple levels. For example, for artificial intelligence, it's crucial high-performance computing infrastructure. Right now in Slovakia, we have an initiative where we are building multiple high-performance computing infrastructure. We would like to interlink it to be interoperable. That is on the national level. We can scale it up, that interconnection. For example, in Ostrava, in Czech Republic, they have also built it up a good ecosystem for the high-performance computing. So let's interconnect it. I heard that also in Poland, in the southern part, you have that initiative that you are building up also the high-performance computing. So right now we have in the small region multiple supercomputers, put it in that way. I think we should interconnect it. Every computer has to have some kind of specialization. it's needed to have sharing the good practices throughout the whole region of CEE and scale it up. Also provide these resources to SMEs because, as you pointed out, we have lots of SMEs, the young SMEs, and we need to help them to grow into the strength. So this would be, I think, the best approach for our region. Also, we need to collaborate within the private sector, the public sector, and also the academics. We need to cooperate in this triangle in order to achieve the goals. So I think this would be crucial, and also this is the lower level. As we already pointed out, the legal system has to be harmonized in order to make possible to our industries to be in the single digital market, because single digital market right now it's on the paper. So this is definitely this is the topic for us. The AI Act and implementation of the Act as a horizontal principle could be used to harmonize all the other acts and legal systems throughout our CE region and accomplish the goals that are in front of us.
How to avoid in Europe some ideas about protectionism? Because in Western Europe especially, we have some examples, this way of thinking, that let's keep this European market more closely because we are not ready to compete with some global players. Do you think that this is a good way to reach the success?
To be honest, my personal opinion is to open to the market, because closing to the European Union level, I think that would bring us to the less and less lower and lower level of competitiveness. So we need to open it. We need to share with our like-minded partners around the globe. For example, it was already pointed out, USA, South Korea, Japan. I would like to also point it out that Slovakia has a good partnership with Singapore. Singapore is one of the leading countries in the artificial intelligence, and Singapore has roughly the same population like Slovakia. They created some kind of fellowship of small states. So why don't we partnership with these like-minded states like us and cooperate it on the global level? For example, Slovakia has also chairman in IGO in OECD. It's also co-chairing GPAI. So we are working on it. As a small state, the voice is already on the global level. But if we want to really make that single digital market up and running and achieve that golden goal, I think that the harmonization it's the key. Because right now, to be honest, I feel overwhelmed by all these acts that was produced throughout the last period from European Union, and we really need to put hands on the table and cooperate with each other throughout the CE region, because right now I think the culture of legal systems throughout the CE region is more or less the same. Even before going through the process of European Union harmonization, because the culture is similar. So I think that's the first step. Find the similarities between our countries, then find the differences, harmonize it through these acts, and then ramp it up through the whole European Union. But we need to talk with our partners also outside the European Union. So this would be, from my point of view, the key of success.
Thank you very much.
You talked about discrepancy in compensation between private and public sector, and obviously the discrepancy is significant. have you seen any practical solutions to this problem working so far, or what's the status of the thinking on this question?
Do you want to ask?
If I may, right now in Slovakia, for example, we have multiple organizations when the private sector and the public sector meets and working hand to hand together to achieve the goals that comes from, for example, European Commission, and also the goals that is made on the national level. I consider the private sector like a partner. I cannot do anything without the private sector. So we have also the digital coalition in Slovakia. We have other numerous organizations that are agenda specific, for example, National Supercomputing Center. We have also Q that is responsible for quantum computing and quantum communication. And in all of these organizations, or even EE Slovakia, where that kind of tripartite is maintained. So if we want to achieve the goals that we have mentioned, it won't be able we won't be able without the cooperation with private sector. And also we have also pointed out that some kind of EU funding, we need also the private sector funding to achieve these goals. So it will be like a partnership from my point of view. But we have already established organizations and platforms and forums where we can exchange our points of view and definitely build up the strategies on the national level and also the European.
Thank you very much. Very shortly, Igor.
Yeah, thank you. Do you hear me? Okay, thank you. It's just the same sentence, but if you can explain the concrete public-private partnerships for concrete services with the private sector. Is this case, or is it's possibility not just about the policy and this, but concrete technology, solutions, innovations, to build it together, because it's not just for public sector, it's also for the business and also for the citizens.
For example, the National Supercomputer Center, I have already mentioned that we have multiple sites that we are building up right now. We would like to also, and this was definitely mentioned in this discussion, that we would like to provide the computing resources also to the SMEs. So this is the collaborative platform, not only for the academics, not only for the R&D, but I want to see some kind of innovation drive to be applicable in the real life. So this is the collaboration platform that is already in motion. Also, the EE Slovakia, for example, that is the organization where we have academics, where we have our ministry, and also the private sector IT association. Right now, we are building from the scratch this organization and making strategies how to also encourage the private sector, how to help private sector in order to implement artificial intelligence infused application and bring to the citizens at the end, and also together with the government.
Thank you very much. Of course, you can continue discussion during a coffee break. Last few words exactly. In your opinion, the biggest challenge and the biggest opportunity which we have right now for us, for CEE region, in the digital area. Ivan?
The challenge not to over-regulate the digital sector, especially through the AI and so on, because in Slovakia, a decade ago, we had some kind of sport of gold plating in regulation. So this is the challenge for us. And definitely, the second one would be, we have two members of CEE states after another in the presidency. So we can see maybe some kind of continuity because the period of the presidency is so short. Right now we have opportunity that 2 CEE region member states are one after the other. So there has to be some kind of continuity, there has to be clear vision, and there has to be collaborative platform that will be is produced by Polish presidency, and definitely all hands on deck.